Hello everyone, Silent here. Welcome back to another Bedrock Edition tutorial. In this one, I'll be showing you how to build a very simple drowned farm and trident farm just by using a little zombie spawner like the one you see right here. These are the most common type of mob spawner in your world, and honestly the farm that we're building is extremely simple. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking all of the zombies that spawn from your spawner and then just kind of submerging them in water for 30 seconds. From there they will then turn into a drowned, and you can get yourself a ton of different items doing this because as you can see, whenever your zombies turn into drowns, they will actually drop all the armor, tools, and weapons that they're carrying, and it's all going to be full durability with the possibility of really high level enchantments as well. The thing about Bedrock Edition is that the code is super messy to save on performance costs, and what that means is that basically all drowns in your world are going to be the exact same. It doesn't matter if they spawn from a spawner and then got converted to a drown. It doesn't matter if they're from a spawn egg. Every single drowned in your world has the chance to drop a trident. They don't even actually need to be holding one. So if we just go ahead and kill these couple guys here, you'll see that we start to get, of course, rotten flesh, tridents, nautilus shells, and even some gold. And that was just 8 zombies with a looting 3 sword, and we got ourselves 2 tridents, one of which is very good, and none of those guys were holding a trident. So pretty easy to farm, really good source of experience, and great source of armors, tools, weapons, nautilus shells, gold, iron even, really good stuff. Definitely highly suggest building this early game. Without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So the first step is going to be cleaning out your zombie spawning room. So this is going to be the main bulk of work for your farm. And basically what you need to do is make yourself a 9 wide by 9 long by 9 tall room. Technically, you do not need to mine out these corner areas, but it's just much simpler for the tutorial to say 9 by 9 by 9. Now your spawner is going to be 3 blocks beneath the ceiling. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And it's going to be 6 blocks above the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, so direct center of the room. And the reason why we need to make this room so large is because there's actually a pretty large detection range around the spawner. So what that detection range does is it detects all the zombies in that area, and if there's too many zombies, it will stop spawning more mobs. So basically what we're doing is making this room just big enough so that all the zombies that spawn from your spawner immediately drop out of that range so that your spawner can continuously spawn mobs. Also, make sure you put a slab on top of your zombie spawner so that no zombies spawn on top of it. The next step is to decide where you want to be killing your zombies and where you want your water elevator. We're going to say that we want it over there, but you can make it any 4 of these directions. So basically pop out 2 blocks right here facing towards where you want to have your zombies drop down. Mine 2 blocks down so that the floor of this room is right above your head. And then from right underneath your zombie spawner, you want to go forward by 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this should be the 9th block right here. And how you can test this is actually just place down a water source right here directly underneath your spawner, and it should stop right at the end right there without flowing onto the 9th block. So now what you can do is go to the end of your hallway right here on your 9th block and just replace this 1 block right here with a piece of soul sand at floor level. This will later on create a bubble column which will push all of your zombies upwards. What you can do now is just go ahead and replace these 2 blocks right here, just mine them out and place a stair right there. You then want 2 signs underneath that to block the water from your bubble elevator. And then we can go back into your main spawn room, place a sign right there and a sign on top of that one as well. And now we can go ahead and mine out the room for your water elevator. So we need to mine upwards by 13 blocks right here. And we're actually going to start from this block right here. So if you went ahead and filled that in, that would be 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then we go to the left by a couple blocks. So the main spawn room is going to be behind us. We're going to turn left by 1 block, 2 blocks, and then start mining downwards. So this is going to be the top of your water elevator. The zombies are going to go over and then fall down. So we're going to mine down by 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is where your zombies are going to be falling out and where you're going to have your kill chamber as well. This is going to be like your main hangout area. And this is where everything gets a whole lot easier to demonstrate because otherwise I would just be flying around in this water stream tunnel tube thing and you guys would have no idea what I'm doing. But from the outside, you can actually see how everything should be. Now keep in mind, all of this is going to be underground for you. You're going to have to mine all of this out. You won't be building it up like how it is in this world. This is purely for demonstration. You might have to build up a little bit of this if your spawner is super close to the surface, but likely that won't be the case. So basically what you're going to need to do now is go ahead and place yourself a water source right above your piece of soul sand right there. From there, you need to go to the top of your water elevator, and right where you have your drop chute, install a sign that is going to block your water from flowing over. Go ahead and now place a water source at the other side. So just kind of opposite of that sign. That'll flow all the way down, and that should create a bubble column. Now I did just have an issue where it didn't quite update, so I'm gonna go ahead and place back in another water source. And as you can see, there are now bubbles going up this. If we just go ahead and swim in there, then we'll get pushed up to the surface. We can pretend we're a zombie, and then we'll fall right down into our kill chamber. We are now nearly done with our drowned and trident farm. We just need to actually install the thing that turns them into drowns so that they can then drop us some tridents. So what we're going to be doing is leaving a 1 block air gap beneath that sign, installing another sign right there, another gap, and then 1 more sign. Place yourself a cobweb right there, and then just kind of build up this wall again. And then you want to go ahead and put a water bucket inside of that cobweb. Yes, you can waterlog cobwebs on Bedrock Edition. That doesn't make any sense. Don't ask me about it. And then you also need to place yourself another water source right there. We're not trying to convert them into a drown with this water source. This water source is just right here to prevent them from trying to pathfind. If you didn't have that there, they would actually just all stand right on top of your web and create like a whole bunch of particles and lag. No idea why, but that water source right there fixes that issue. So whenever you have a zombie actually go up here, they will slowly but surely make their way through the system. It'll take them about a minute or so. It is rather slow, but that's not too big of an issue. After you build up the farm, the initial flow will just keep on going. So yeah, they'll actually turn into a drowned right as they fall into your kill chamber, meaning that all of the items that they drop will go right into your hoppers right here. Also, you do need these trapdoors to prevent baby zombies from escaping your farm. And now it is time to finish off your farm. Basically, what you need to do is place a water source right here, directly underneath your spawner. And what this is going to do is flow all the way to this edge. And typically, you will have 1 zombie always standing right here. That's a complete non-issue. The next zombie that spawns will always just go ahead and push him into the bubble elevator. Not a problem whatsoever. Then go back into your main spawn room and just place a water bucket in each of these corners right here, and that'll all flow to the center. You might have a problem like this. Just place some blocks and that'll fix that issue. And then go ahead and remove your light sources. As soon as you do this, you will start to get some zombies spawned, so beware of that. And now you can see this farm in action. So as you can see, as soon as the zombies drop into your kill chamber, they will turn into a drowned. We can actually go ahead and try and get rid of these guys real quick, and you'll see that in action. The next one to drop through is actually going to take a minute. So down here at the bottom, I just have some basic carpet and hoppers just to collect all the items. And as you can see, you get a fair amount of things. I've gotten a lot of really awesome gear from this. Projectile protection 4, iron chestplate, like a lot of iron gear, and a whole ton of tridents as well. And that's just with a basic looting 3 sword. I also have a little mini smelter right here so that you can turn all of your golden armor that you do not want into actual golden nuggets. And then you can get yourself a fair amount of gold and a fair amount of iron from doing this as well. Because as you can see, they drop a whole lot of stuff. Honestly, this is a really good armor farm early game. And as you can see, they still take quite a while to drop through, but this one should be falling through right about now. And as soon as he hits the floor, he will turn into a drowned and drop all of his items. Honestly, really cool. Now, one final note with this farm is that these guys are not one-hit kill, but that is honestly something that's kind of out of my power. So it's kind of weird. These guys, when they transform, kind of don't take any fall damage. This is a known bug with zombies, drowns, and zombie pigmen, that they don't take fall damage sometimes. So in the future, you might be able to raise this up a few more blocks, about 15 or so blocks, and then they'll start taking fall damage. And that is going to do it for this little Bedrock Edition tutorial. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then please do hit me up in the comment section down below. I will be trying to help you out as much as I possibly can. And be sure to also check the pinned comment as well. This is Bedrock Edition after all, and stuff changes literally every update. So if anything changes with this farm, I will let you know in the pinned comment down below. But if you enjoyed this tutorial, please do leave a like on it. It does help out the video and the channel as well. and I'd appreciate it. And if you guys are new here, maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss the next episode. But again, it's just thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you down in the comment section and in the next video. And then there was silence.